Good day, everyone. I am Osman B. Ayub, your MC for today. On behalf of the committee, we would like to extend our great pleasure to welcome you to the Electrical Engineering Capstone Showcase 2021 or EECS 2021. We would like to thank you for taking the time off from your busy schedules to join us today. Ladies and gentlemen, EECS 2021 is a day of appreciations and well-earned recognition to our final year students in their relentless effort in perfecting their projects. By participating, students gain valuable experience presenting their work and interacting with the public. Additionally, supervisors, staff, industrials, and alumni members serving as judges will actively encourage student participations. EECS 2021 also fosters the mentoring relationship among students and their advisors and professors. With the involvement from industrial panels, students will be exposed to the harsh but true reality to the workplace requirements. Simultaneously, it is anticipated that an entrepreneurial culture will be used among students as well as the faculty researchers. The exhibition is expected to be an inspiration to the students who wish to extend their research experience to a higher level. The exhibition will provide the student with a rare opportunity to harness their talent which is desirable in their working life. To begin our events, I would like to invite the program chair of EECS 2021, Associate Professor Engineer Dr. Muhammad Nazir bin Masono, to give his opening speech. Without further ado, let's come forward, Dr. Nazir.
Okay, thank you very much, our Master of Ceremony of this event, Dr. Osman Ayub. Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera, and warmest greeting to all. So, on behalf of the School of Electrical Engineering, I welcome everyone. Selamat datang to the 2021 5th Electrical Engineering Capstone Showcase. The Electrical Engineering Capstone (EECS) is an annual showcase to provide a platform to enable final year students from three of SKE undergraduate programs, which are the Bachelor of Electrical Engineering, Bachelor of Electronic Engineering, and Bachelor of Electrical Mechatronics Engineering, to gain experience in integrated engineering design projects. So all projects will be evaluated by our panel of judges from the industry and as well as academia. All final year students are required to participate in the capstone project as a partial fulfillment before the conferment of an undergraduate degree. So each team is required to solve a community or industry-based problem under an assigned team and is supervised by an academic staff. The EECS 2021 will showcase in total 106 teams in 19 teams, okay, across four SKE divisions, which are the Communication Engineering, Electronic and Computer Engineering, Control and Mechatronic Engineering, and finally, Power Engineering. Due to the constraints of organizing such an event post-COVID, EECS 2031 is organized virtually for the second year running. So the event is accessible through the SKE Facebook, okay, and YouTube channels. Nonetheless, I hope that through showcasing their integrated project development, final year students can improve their technical and generic skills in managing projects development, developing prototypes, and more importantly, presenting their ideas or product to the relevant industries and general public. Furthermore, we hope that through this event, students can get different perspective and insight from the industry panels. Finally, it is also hoped that this event can be a catalyst for further collaboration between the industries and universities. I want to also express my greatest gratitude to the EECS 2021 sponsors for their generous sponsorships, Micron as our diamond sponsor, AR Mechatronics and DF Automations as silver sponsors, IntelliWare Solutions and Latisan Techniques as our bronze sponsors. I would like to also express my gratitude to all industry panels, academic faculties, internal evaluators, and participating students in this event. Many thanks again to all EECS committee members and other parties that have contributed to the success of this event. I wish you, all our students, success in your academic journey and your future career. So I hope that the capstone project you have undertaken will make you give you undergraduate experience, okay, that is enriching, rewarding, and fulfilling. Um, Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Thank you very much. Return to you, Dr. Osman.
Thank you to Associate Professor Engineer Dr. Muhammad Nazir bin Masono for the opening speech. Next, without further ado, we would like to call upon our Associate Chair Academic and Student Developments, School of Electrical Engineering, Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Afendi bin Muhammad Pia, to deliver the speech. Please welcome Yang Berbahagia Dr. Muhammad Afendi.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Usman. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning. Dear respected companies, Micron Memory Malaysia, our diamond sponsor, AP Mechatronics PLT, DF Automation and Robotics Sdn Bhd, our silver sponsor, IntelliWare Solutions Sdn Bhd, and Latisan Techniques Sdn Bhd, our bronze sponsor, representative industrial panels, lecturers, committee members of Electrical Engineering Capstone Showcase 2021, and final year students. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to wish Selamat Datang or welcome to the 2021 Electrical Engineering Capstone Showcase. Alhamdulillah, we are able to organize this showcase through online for the second time due to COVID-19 pandemic. EECS 2021 is aimed at inculcating undergraduate final year students with both academic skill as well as generic skills in developing, prototyping, and presenting their community or industrial-based project. In other words, it's a platform for final year students to showcase their project and idea to public. Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, the Capstone project is a compulsory course that must be completed by all undergraduate students as part of the requirement prior to conferment of the electrical engineering degree. In this project, the students were divided into groups, 4 students per groups, and each group were required to solve a community or industry-based problem in accordance to the assigned themes. Each group is assigned under the supervision of an academic staff. The project was conducted in 14 weeks. In the first 4 weeks, students need to identify their end user and collect information from them. Then, based on the feedbacks and data acquired, they have to brainstorm to come up with various ideas or design and costing for the proposed project. The design should consider social or culture, technological analysis, economic, environmental, ethical, health, safety, and sustainability. In week 5, the developed conceptual designs, prototypes, or models have been presented to show the working principle and function of the proposed design during the first evaluation session. In week 6 to week 12, based on the comments obtained from the panels during the evaluation once, students re-evaluated their conceptual design, prototypes, or models. Today, students will present and demonstrate their final product, which will be evaluated by both academic and industrial panels. With the involvement from the industrial panels in this program, it is hoped that students will receive valuable comments from stakeholders and be a catalyst for further collaboration between the industries and UTM. On behalf of the school top management, I would like to thank all parties that have contributed towards the success of this event. These include the organizing committee, academic staff, and industry personnel who serve as internal and external evaluators, and SKE supporting staff for assisting the committee during the event. Last but not least, I'd like to take a moment to thank all sponsors without whom this program will not go smoothly. Finally, I would like to congratulate to all participants for a great effort to realize the capstone project. With the recitation of Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, it is a with great pleasure I proudly officiate the 2021 Electrical Engineering Capstone Showcase. Sekian, wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much. Okay, back to you.
Thank you to Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Effendi bin Muhammad Fia for the speech. Now, let us watch a montage regarding to our capstone showcase. Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, after this, all 4 year students will be assessed based on their track, which are power engineering, control and mechatronic engineering, communication engineering, and electronic and computer engineering, with different teams. Therefore, we will end our session now and meet again around 11:30 a.m. for the award ceremony. Thank you for joining us and good luck to all fourth year students. Stay tuned and see you again. Now, the parallel session begins. A very good morning and welcome back, everyone. Before we go to the award ceremony, I would like to invite our representative of Diamond Sponsors, Mr. Satya Supia, Director of Test Solution Engineering, Micron Memory Malaysia Sdn Berhad, to give his presentation. Before that, let me introduce our speaker today. Satya Supia is an innovative executive strongly focused on leading research and development, on product development, and recently has embarked in Micron Memory Malaysia, taking a role in the test solution engineering. For the past 21 years of industrial experience, mainly in electronics industries in Malaysia, he has a proven track record of managing complex product development programs and blending with solutions that contributed to the acceleration of the company growth. Satya Supia brings a unique blend of expertise, dynamic, and passion in development and test engineering, with a strong team development background that enables him to lead organizations to complete tasks accurately in a fast-paced environment with relevant strategic planning skills, thus enabling startup transformations. He holds a Master of Business Administration from University Science Malaysia and a Bachelor's of Electrical Engineering with honors from University Malaya. He also holds professional certificates and certified as a safe program consultant, certified faith agilist and program management professional. Without further ado, we would like to present you Mr. Satya.
Hi, Dr. Osman. Thank you for the wonderful introduction about me. Hi, everyone. I'm very glad that I think Micron have joined this event, and a very big honor for those who have given me the opportunity to be a part of the in this career talk or the Micron overview. Let me share a bit about the video. Just allow me some time. Um, can you guys hear me clearly, Dr. Osman? Okay.
Yes.
Technology. It makes us think of numbers, data, analytics, and math. All the stuff that goes on in our head. But the truth is, the head is powerless when it's not fueled by the heart. And memory is the heart of technology, the driving force that pumps life into every product, application, and innovation it touches. Memory is the heart of science, allowing researchers to explore the microscopic detail of the human body and the infinite grandness of the universe. Memory is the heart of industry, making precision agriculture more productive, vehicles more autonomous, and smart homes more convenient. It is the heart of consumer experiences, making esports more active and VR more interactive. And it is the heart of AI, enabling it to do everything from make us coffee to make us laugh. At Micron, accelerating intelligence is more than a science. It's a passion, which is why we've assembled more than 37,000 thinkers and doers in over 18 countries who know that innovative memory solutions are essential to our future. A promise to continue pushing the limits, shaping the way we live, the way we work, the way we see the world. Memory is at the heart of what makes the impossible possible. And we are the memory makers. Micron, Intelligence Accelerated.
Okay, I would like to give about the overview about Micron, and thanks for giving this opportunity. I'm very glad that this project, I think, is has almost highest number of participation this year. That's what I heard from the lecturers. So, and I was given an opportunity to be part of the power session. I'm very excited to see all the project that's coming. So without further ado, I would like to share about Micron. Micron, as what the video says, we are the memory makers, looking at memory, storage, accelerators. Micron is really where the data lives, because this is where the data comes to life, because a lot of products that what we have in market currently is relies on the data. So when we look at the data, it really lives into our life from where we work. Like if you look at handphone, the guy is talking, and also at a certain level, you need the data to become intelligence, because you look at analytics, you look at predictive analytics, you look at machine learning, and all those things are everything you need data, right? When you look at accelerating the speed of data insights, when you from data business insights faster to the real-time analytics, there are a few key points I would like to touch. One of them is the demand for cloud-like experience across the enterprise. You know, cloud is a big topic now, and everybody is moving into that. And in terms of memory computing, that's also a bigger area where you enable the real-time analytics, because the real-time analytics will give you a lot of information real-time. And also AI, artificial intelligence at scale, requiring massive data bandwidth. Do you know that 2.5 quintillion bytes of data is created daily? That means every day is exascale, right? Why Micron? Because Micron delivers the speed, performance, and capacity to the enterprise workload we have. And we are the only company with complete data portfolio of DRAM and NAND solution, right? With that, Micron is the global leader in memory and storage. We are the 4th largest semiconductor company in the world. We are the number 1 automotive and supplier to top 10 OEMs. And also we are number 1 in networking memory and graphics memory performance. So we are the first to market low power DDR5 memory to flagship smartphones. And also we provide the only complete portfolio spanning the data center solutions. Micron is headed in Boise, Idaho. We are more than 40 years. The last 12 months revenue is like 27.7 billion. We are the largest 4th semiconductor company in the world. And we are in terms of Fortune 500, we are at the level of 134. We have almost more than 44,000 patents. We have a presence in 17 countries, 13 manufacturing sites, and 14 customer labs. And we have a team members of almost 40,000, right? So if you look at Micron, we have Micron for enterprise, and Crucial is also our product as part of Micron for consumers. When look at DRAM, Micron is moving into innovation of memory, storage, and AI accelerators. So if I break it down to 3 areas, DRAM is one, which we enable the next generation data in terms of, and also the low power DRAM is something that is first mass produced for smartphone. And also we're looking at a graphic DDR6X, which is the industry highest bandwidth memory for AI and graphics. On flash side, we have the smallest 512 gigabyte 3D NAND die, and we have the most advanced 3D NAND flash with 176 layers of memory cells. And last but not least, if you look at AI accelerators, we have compact and highly scalable FPGA-based accelerators. This is more for the GPUs, more for the graphics, and also widely used for machine learning algorithm. Okay. A bit about Micron. If you all know, Micron is around every one of you, from smartphone to supercomputers. So let me briefly explain about what is this graphic showing. The bigger one is like a server, a graphic of a server. So you can see a lot of more memory slots. This is where your DRAM memories is stored in a module form. We call it DIMM, like a dual inline module memories. In the bottom side is the flash drives, which your non-volatile memory is where it resides. and the top part is the accelerator cards, which very much the GPU. So if you look at handphone today, we pretty much have all inside the handphone, but it's in a smaller package. So because of the space constraint, the memory and the flash module is kind of like combined into one chip, right? And then you will have an AI accelerator chip, especially for the NLPs, natural language processing. A NOR flash is pretty much you are there because of the faster you can access it, and flash card is very much the additional storage that you want to have. So just to give you a background about where Micron is, and a bit detail about DRAM. If you look at DRAM, the speed daemon we call it, it holds the working data. Typically, most of you know that without power, I think everything is lost in DRAM, but it's so faster than flash that it can work. So virtually every computing device is using that, and capacity has grown. So if you remember, we used to have a smaller memory. Now it's growing bigger and bigger with a lot of application we are using. And there's many types there, like DDR, graphic DDR, low power DDR for mobile application and all that. So this is a quick summary of what DRAM is. And in terms of flash, if you look at storage, NAND flash is used for long-term storage of large amount of data. Of course, NOR is used in some of the handphones today because of the faster and also lower, but it's low capacity than NAND, right? It holds data in a range of nanoscale. It's widely used in computing device, spinning media, and you know that we have a latest design of 176 layer of cells, which each cells can store up to 4 bits. And this is what is our latest technology is. And in terms of the types of memory cards, memory you use, we have a solid state drive, which used to be hard drive. Now solid state is widely used in many of the PC, and also the memory cards and multi-chip cards. Okay, moving on to accelerators, just a bit about, we call it rocket fuel for AI because this is where your entire graphics and acceleration will happen. It supports in terms of deep learning, for machine learning, and also for AI, artificial intelligence, targeted for deployment at the edge of neural networks application as well. Just I think it's becoming famous and easy to use, and also people in the software development widely use this. So this is another product that we use. When you look at the chip, what's in chip? Micron makes about 10 quintillion bytes, which is 10 power of 19 of memory and storage each year. And it's nearly a 500,000 sensors that spawn into a 10 petabyte smart manufacturing system, right? So if you look at that, this is how it looks like in terms of the transistor, the silicon wafer, and with a 2 micrometer footprint, right? We will have this. Okay, just to update about solution, this is if you look at horizontally, today we look at solution from cloud to customer. I'm sure you guys are very familiar with artificial intelligence, how data have changed and how data is important. And this is another area we play. If you look at 5G, if you remember of the bandwidth of 3G, 4G, 5G is even wider bandwidth. I think the solution for the device and network is important. That's where the data comes important. In terms of gaming and also automotive, I'm sure some of the students are really playing games. They know how important is the memory that they're using. And if you look at automotive, today the world is really changing into autonomous driving. So even you take about Tesla, right? With autonomous driving, it has used a lot of data because just imagine for Tesla, the software upgrade can be done on the fly via the cloud. So just imagine how much data storage a car need to have, and car as an IoT device that is going to talk to each other. It all rely on data and storage. With that, I think personal computing, consumer product, data centers, graphics, I think you guys are very familiar with that. And even in industrial, we are using a solution, IoT solution, and mobile and networking, right? It's just a quick summary of how the solution moved from cloud to consumer, right? If you look at the typical markets and application for storage and memory product, it's just a quick summary. We have DRAM module and NAND and SSD. Pretty much we are utilizing in the smartphone, tablets, infotainment system, and for a personal device like a consumer device like camera, digital, and gaming console. Okay, I will skip this. If you look at Micron in terms of presence in Malaysia, we are located in Muar and Penang, right? Right. So Micron in Muar, we have almost 1,000 over team members. The site is really leading in terms of packaging engineering expertise as part of a NAND Center of Excellence. Whereas in Penang, which is in Batu Kawan, we have almost 3,000 plus team members. This is the world-class SSD assembly and test with advanced capability that we are trying to establish and accelerate. And this is the master plan. Just want to give you an overview is how big is Micron going to grow in Malaysia. So this is the Batu Kawan site. We have like 52,000 acres of land. We already have a building 1 ready. Building 2 is going to be ready somewhere in the end of this year. And in the blueprint, we have another 6 more going to come here, right? So with the Industry 4.0 in mind and with the green building in mind, we are really making sure that all our facility have very high-end technology, the cutting-edge technology in terms of anything that we are trying to implement. I mean, from security, from automated equipments and everything, right? What is work at Micron like, right? If you look at Micron, we have employee representative group. Yeah, by the way, we are certified as a great place to work. And Micron, we have women leadership network, and we have young professional, especially the students. Many of them are in this. I think even lately they have been to Kota Kinabalu for a hiking, led by the young YP group. And also we have a capable team members, which we hire them as part of the CSR activity. In terms of a new college graduate, I think most of the students, when they graduate, we call them as a new college graduate. We do have great activities for them. So this gives you an overview of activity upon arrival. So within 180 days, within a week, 30 days, 90 days, 180 days, we have a program for you. So we make sure that the NCG is kind of being supported by the buddy system and their managers. And there's also a tea session with them, with the workforce development group on the area of improvement. So those kind of activities is being done. And the mentorship program is to build a strong team of young professionals by leveraging the expertise, knowledge, enabling effective and structured communication, right? And this is the view. I mean, this is a photo of some of the event we have taken just to share with you guys. And in terms of career path, right? When you join as engineer, you are kind of hired as a E1, and you will go through an internship program of 6 months. You have an NCG program of 180 days. You have a very clear career path where you can go climbing the technical ladder. Either you continue into your technical ladder or people manager role. So you can see that I mean, I will not go into detail. It's just want to give you some overview that we have a curriculum for every level and how you can climb up the ladder. And at that point of time, you will decide whether you want to be a full technical contributor or you want to be a lead or people manager. So even once you go to that level, we do have our academic programs will accelerate you as along the way you go. Okay. We also have academic advancement program we call AAP. We do cover education assistance. This is, I mean, to support those team members with academic coursework, right? I mean, to support in terms of their master's program, some professional development like certification. Even we have executive education for director level and above for them to proceed postgraduates, right? This will be my last slide in terms of employee benefits. There are multiple benefits we give. There are medical coverage for the team members and the dependent. We also have dental and optical allowance, transport allowance, travel, coffee machine, multiple type of bonus in terms of performance bonus, contractual bonus, and all that. And also we do have stocks options for those performing good. So we have many benefits. I think we will discuss more. And to end, I think choose a data-driven career with us, Micron, and looking at all the projects that you have done and looking at, I've seen all this, I've glanced through all the projects that UTM have engaged, the students have engaged. I think it's very much looking at digital data, smart. Most of them is like a smart technology that they are trying to do. It's very in line with what we are supporting. Micron is the backbone in terms of memory and storage. So we will be glad, if you can come and join us, right? Okay, with that, I will end my session. Any questions that we have? Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Osman.
All right. Thank you to Mr. Satya Supia for very interesting and informative presentations. Now, we will still waiting for the full list of winner for EECS 2021. So please stay tuned, and the winner will be announced shortly. Thank you. All right. I think we have one question from Facebook Live to our sponsor, Micron. Okay. The question is, does Micron hire international students?
Students, okay. So for international hire, we always the priority. I mean, when in terms of fresh grad students, the priority is definitely is local talent. That's aligned in line with the government. For international hire, we only look for experience because otherwise we have to justify. So we look at more on the experience side. For in terms of students, yeah, the priority is not there.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you
Usman?
for
Yeah.
the answer. Okay. Any questions from the audience? You can ask at the chat box. So we will bring out your question here. So any questions from the audience? Okay. Maybe I have one questions. Now, what is the biggest project that Micron focus to nowadays?
Biggest project. When you ask biggest project, is like we are very much into memory and storage, right? Currently, we are looking at because when you look at memory and storage, is like you have a DRAM, NAND, and then we convert the DRAM into a module, which I showed just now. Is called dual inline memory module. Or the NAND, we will make a product called SSD. So definitely SSD and memory module is, and also there's a component that is what we are manufacturing, and of course the technology is advancing. So we're looking at all the in terms of low power, in terms of higher technology, the 176 layer. Those are the area that I mentioned is what we are looking at, right? Yeah. So we do sell, and of course our customers will buy that and build it as part of their products, either as from component perspective or even from SSD or even at the module level, right? That's what we do. So we are like a backbone. If you look at backbone in terms of any products, without memory and storage, they can't create a product. So if you look at the students that they create a project, right? They have microcontroller everywhere, but inside the microcontroller, the chip they're using, there's a storage, which is like a NAND or NOR, and also you have a DRAM, right? A RAM for them to store the data. So that's the component that we play in this world, right? That's the bigger part, and you can see the demand is growing very exponentially. That's the biggest project for us. Okay, Dr. Osman.
All right. Thank you. Now we have second questions. Does we have opportunity to do internship at Micron during pandemic? Will that be online work or site work? And how to apply?
You talk about internship, huh?
Yeah, internship.
Yeah, internship is going to be on site because all of us are in on site actually. Internship has to be meaningful when you do on site. Yes, we do have.
All right. So okay, Micron have a opportunity for special internship. So for student, please apply. Okay.
Yeah, I think
Any other questions?
yeah, apply. I think there's a resume. There's a link of the for you all to drop the resume. So Majid at micron.com. Please drop your resume there. Okay.
All right. So the student need to submit the resume, and then when is the interview?
Oh, interview will be arranged by the HR based on the requirement. And I think there's a question here. What's the minimum requirement? 3.0 CGPA is the minimum requirement.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
We have another questions. The question is, where is the question? Disappear already.
Oh, is this the one? If electronic chip shortage issue, supply issue affects Micron business performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually, yeah, I think in the whole industry we talk about chip shortage and all that, but this is put us into a situation that we want to beat the competition. So of course, Micron is looking at building more, right, growing more in terms of how they want to grow. Even if you look at their stock price is going up because even though there's a shortage, but the demand is very high, right? So in terms of supply, I think Micron and also other companies are trying to do how we can overcome this issue. But in my view, if you look at Micron performance, it's not impacted at all. You can see the stock price is going. We are making more revenue year on year.
Okay. We have another question here from YouTube. Usually, what is the minimum requirement to apply to Macron, and what are the expectation from the fresh graduates?
Minimum requirement is CGPA 3.0 and above. That's our expectation, right? When you look at expectation, that's a very blanket expectation. Of course, it depends on how they can perform in the interview. And very important, just to remind the team members is, I think as a fresh graduate, beside your academic results, your project is really important because your project will demonstrate how you as a, how you have, very much physical projects will tell you how well your knowledge is and how you apply it to the practical life, right? That's very important. And so you need to know, you need to be fully aware of what really you are doing and why you are doing this, why you are choosing this component, why you are looking at this alternative, and all that will show the leadership in terms of technical, right? That's very important.
All right. The next questions for Dr. Arif. Also, which background is more on demand in Micron? Is it electronics major?
Um, if you look at electronics, regardless of any major, whether you're a major in electronics, I'm not sure how many majors the UTM has. Regardless where you major as part of EE, right, double E, or even you talk about software, you talk about hardware. So I think it doesn't matter for us. Even in Micron, we have people with chemical engineering coming into Micron and working, right? Even though we are, a lot of people will think chemical engineering is only petroleum and all that, right? So, but we also do have, because there's many areas that they can explore.
All right. The next questions um, from Cik Izam. How do you test memory?
Oh, he wants to know a bit in detail about how we test memory. Yeah, we test actually, we look at functionality, reliability. We use a lot of testers like advanced tests. And my team is looking at that. We use this expensive testers to test it. But of course, the program is we are writing it. So we write based on the specification, based on what we want to test in terms of reliability, over temperature and all that. My team writes program in terms of the Python language. So I have a big team looking at that. So we do test as a component level, we do have test as a product level. So again, all varies because we have a burning oven for us to burn. We have automated test equipment to test, and then we will go into a more like a system level test, especially for products like module and SSD. We will do that. So there's a various stages of test we do, right? Yeah, come and join us. I will explain you more in detail and get you more experience on that. Okay. Thanks for the
All right.
question.
All right. We have another question from Kishan's. Good afternoon, sir. Can you comment about the current chip shortage? Like, what is causing it, and how long this problem might last?
This again is very based on what industry is talking. I can give some perspective, right? What they said is in terms of shortage, it may prolong for another year or two. But of course, the industry is trying to catch up and trying to meet the supply shortage. Again, that's what the industry is talking about. So I'm very much in line with what industry says, and my personal opinion is the same. If you look at Micron and a lot of other companies, we are trying to catch up the game. Of course, I would say this is a good problem because we have to catch up to the demand, right, that we have. So this is a good problem rather than the other way around.
All right. We have another question from Muhammad Firdaus. Is there any specific software that we need to expert if we want to work with Micron?
Okay. Yeah, in terms of software language, very commonly widely used C in many industry, but for Micron, we are using Python. But we don't limit that because if let's say as long as you have a programming language knowledge, for you to learn, for you to switch from C to Python is not that difficult, right? As long as you know how you can program it, right? Of course, added advantage, if you ask me, is Python. But even if you have C, it's fine, or C or C++. It's very much the software works here. The programming work is very much towards what we used to program in terms of the devices. Of course, if you come with a very much web design, that is totally different, very high level programming. Of course, that is not relevant, right? Like PHP and all that, ASP and all that.
All right. Another question from Ahlam Forkan. What kind of skills do you usually expect when hiring?
Okay. When I look at hiring is besides academic, I think academic I already mentioned is 3.0 and above. The other skills I'm looking at is your leadership skills, your technical leadership. So in terms of technical leadership, just imagine you are coming in, you learn for a year, and the expectation is technically you should lead something, right? So the technical leadership is important. If you look at capstone project, I'm sure there's multiple people involved, but there will be one or two people leading certain area and trying to take the lead. That leadership is very important for them to grow because that shows the responsibility, the focus they want to look, and the wide perspective they want to see, rather than being asked what to do. I think that's my expectation. The soft skill is another important part beside your academic, right?
Okay. Next questions from Azimilaziz Daud. How many graduates do you accept to work with Micron for per interview sessions?
As long, okay, the number, it works like how many requisition we have, we call rec. Depends on how many racks we have. It doesn't really matter how many interview session we go. I mean, for a particular candidate, it all depends on how many openings we have. If you ask me, yes, we have plenty of openings. We are growing. We have grown Micron, I think, already here for almost 3 years. We've been growing, I think, to almost 4,000 employees. Definitely, there's a lot of opportunity for us to grow. If I shared just now the buildings that we are building, definitely there's a lot of opportunity there. So not to worry about that. Just apply. I think when you're qualified, definitely you'll be hired.
All right. Okay, we have few questions here. From the question for Haika, I think this is already answers. What are the main skill the company look for when hiring fresh graduates? I think you already answered, right?
Yeah, I answered. I'm not sure whether I answered what they are looking for, but of course, fundamentally, academic is they need to know what they have learned. But besides that, I mentioned about leadership. I believe that's satisfied, right? Because when they come in, of course, we do have some programs for us to bring them up to the speed. So that's why we expect such kind of skills for them to have, right? Because today world we are looking at, it's not like those days, right? It's not necessary for you to become a manager after 15 years, right? Or 10 years. even the younger generation group, we have a lot of accelerated program for them become the lead, right? To lead a team, a small team, right? When they grow in the organization. So that's the expectation of today's world. So of course, that's why I'm trying to say that's one of the important element when they want to look at, we want to look at a hiring, right?
All right. We have question from Q Wing Yu. Okay, the question is pure electrical student suitable to work in Micron since Micron is more to electronics? And then how much is the average salary for fresh graduate in Micron?
Average salary, I need to recall back, but okay, I if I remember correctly, average salary, I answer that first. It's around 3,600 for first class, 3650 for first class, if I'm not mistaken. We differentiate by first class and second class, right? Just want to let you know. We do have we differentiate that, but we also have allowance. So in average, if any fresh graduate comes with all the allowance, they can reach up to close to 4,000. Sorry, what was the other question when you talk about numbers? Uh, what was the question? Could you repeat, Dr. Osman, again?
Is pure
Suitable.
electrical
Oh,
student
electrical. Yeah.
suitable?
So if you look at pure electrical, I'm not sure about, because I'm an electrical student, right, from UM. When we look up at electrical, we have every subject we learn, from power, electronics, everything we cover, right? I end up in software, but again, software is another embedded subject that they teach, embedded software in electrical. So if even you are pure electrical, I'm sure you have a basic knowledge of electronics, right? I believe you shouldn't have any challenge as long as you have the basic foundation of electronics.
All right. Next questions from Mon Ali. I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay, the question is as a fresh graduate, does Micron only hire engineers register on boards of engineering Malaysia?
No, that's not mandatory. That just is your wish whether you want to register with the BEM or not, right? As long as you are qualified as an engineer, as from reputable organization, like, I mean, universities, either private or local universities, you're considered engineers. Not necessary for you need to be registered.
All right. Okay, we have a question from Dr. Muhammad Arif Baharudin. The question is there any plans to collaborate in terms of academics? For example, collaborate in subject creation with UTM, then the students can get more exposure to knowledge tailored to Micron needs.
Okay, very good question, Dr. Arif. Yeah, we have a university relation. We are working with universities, local universities. Suhaila is one of the key person from Micron. What we do is we are looking at, I think that's what and in mind, we are looking at some of the curriculum, whether we can influence as industry, whether we can influence to some of the elective that we can create, right? So that the students, if they want, as part of their degree courses, when they want to select elective, they can select, let's say example, a curriculum very much Micron orientated curriculum to be part of the elective. So we are looking at that. Of course, there's a long journey. First, I think we're looking at internship, hiring, STEM. I think that the future, what we're looking at is elective, right? But of course, that need a bit of time, because when we look at industry curriculum, or in terms of how we want to collaborate, we need to define, we need to discuss. Probably it will take a year or more, right, until we fine tune, and maybe Micron have to personally come and give such kind of train the trainer course. Then I think the university can take on, right? We can talk more. Yeah, we have a university relation partner with us, Suhaila, so maybe can get in touch, we can discuss more.
Okay, next question from Haikal. What advice you would suggest for new graduates to build a good portfolio?
Good portfolio. Okay. For a new graduate, I mean, for you to have a good portfolio, that's how I have grown. But I'm not sure whether everybody will think like that. Every year you will have a semester break from first year until fourth year. So every year when I have a semester break, I go back to industry and work. I got the opportunity because I'm a scholar of one organization. So every year, let's say first year, I go because besides the academic, practical is another important, and the experience that you're getting is tremendous. So you don't want to only get that, and even nowadays, my time internship is like 6 months. Now everything is cut short. So every year I will try to put into different departments. So I've experience in production, I've experience in R&D. Second year, third year, I've experience in a different area of, because engineering is very wide. If you talk about industry, you can be in production, you can be in R&D, you can be even process, equipment, those kind of areas. So I try to get experience as much as possible. And second thing is, whenever you have opportunity besides your university projects, try to engage into external competition. So if you have external competition, like you should participate. That will build a good portfolio, because you participate into competition and you kind of like putting up forefront in terms of certain ranking and all that. That really highlight you up in the industry. So that will prepare you for a better portfolio besides the academic results. I'm not telling academic is not important. That's important. The practical is another world. Okay.
Okay. I think we have another question. I'm not sure whether you already answer or not, but because the questions seem alike. Okay,
Okay.
from Ojikara Sumawan, do you hire foreign student graduating from local university like UTM?
Okay. And whether it's, yeah, I think the answer is the same. I answered whether it's local or even private. The priority, I think, is given to the local student, right? Graduating. Foreign hire they can apply, but I just want to be frank. That's the priority is not given at this point of time, right? Unless we in the industry today we look at certain area, very niche market, we need certain expertise. We do bring expertise from international. That is very case by case basis. Okay.
Okay, and the question from Domits Win. Is there any opportunities to work in Micron Singapore? Is it Singapore? SG.
I'm representing Micron Malaysia. I would encourage you to apply to Micron Malaysia. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
That
Any
will be my
questions?
short answer.
Yeah, sure. Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, I don't see any more questions here in YouTube. How about Facebook? Okay, any more questions?
Very good questions. I enjoy all the questions, answering those questions. Thank you, Dr. Osman, and thank you all the lecturers and professors for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much. I enjoy being as part of the jury and the panel for the Capstone Showcase just now. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Satya Supia. Okay, for the sharing session as well as to answer the query from the uh, participant. Now, I think the result already available here. I think
Oh,
everyone already
so we
excited to
managed to
know.
drag the
Yeah,
time until
because
we
we
get
also
the final
yeah
results,
we
right?
want to drag the time to see the full result. I think the result is here. I can
And
see.
not forgetting Dr. Suhaila, we have to thank her for getting us connected, right? I think without
Yeah.
Suhaila Majid, I have to say Dr. Suhaila because she's a bit specialist on university relation. So I think thank to her, and also we have a university relation council from Micron. I'm not working alone. We are working as a team. I think the team will definitely connect with UTM for further collaboration. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Okay, I think I would like to double check the results first. I think I believe everyone is excited to know who is the winner for this event because we have a lot of projects and all is very interesting. So we still waiting from the committee to double confirm. Right. So there is a two result is still need to check out. So we wait a little bit. Here is a comment from Encik Izam. You look so friendly. Your staff enjoy work under you. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Because I think I'm grown in an organization is very much people orientated. We value people. Huh? Micron value people. One of the core values is people, and
Yes.
I can really tell most of you guys is people is very highly valued in Micron. So because without people you cannot get things done, right? That's the biggest asset that we have. I hope I answer many of the questions that they have, right? Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Because based on my experience, people keep changing the work where they are not really satisfied with the team. So I think
Yeah.
we need to
So
value the people, the
correct.
talent here.
Yeah, that's a very interesting topic when you say people changing work, right? Like, I mean, now you see that people try to switch job very fast and all that. But I think the key is how you anchor your knowledge in certain area. That's very important, right? Before you switch to another role. Um, yeah, I think as a students, I think they need to look at very wide perspective. Don't look at very silo view. That's what I will advise.
Yeah. Okay, we're still waiting to the full results.
So is there each category or each like communication, electronics, mechatronics, power will have a winner for each section, each
Yes,
category? Oh,
will
okay.
be announced based on basically the team. We have a four, which is electronic, electrical power, communication,
Mm.
mechatronics. So we
Okay.
will have a lot of winner,
Oh,
and then we will
okay.
select a best project from each team. Okay, and then we have a best of the best, which is the
Oh,
overall winner. So
okay.
it
That's
will
a
be
great one.
announced by you. So stay tuned.
Oh, is it? I
Yeah,
didn't know
the
that.
best, the best, the best award will be announced by
Okay.
our diamond
So
sponsor
I need
today.
some background music before I announce the grade, right?
Background music. Okay, please technical team.
Um,
Is there any question? All right, we have another one question here
sure. Yeah.
from Karim. Okay, the question is: would Micron consider opening up and hire based on better fit for the job and not by international or local criteria?
Hmm. Yeah, I wish to as well, but of course, the when I say the priority, we are not saying we won't hire. When we say priority by local criteria, is but that's what we want aligned with what is the government direction is as well. Because when you look at international hiring, typically we need to provide a lot of justification, right? Because there's a working visa, we need to apply to all that. So we have to apply the real justification why we are hiring this person. So in terms of fresh grads and all that, it's really a big challenge for us to hire international fresh graduates, because definitely the question will come, you don't really have many local fresh graduate, why you have to go for higher international. So I think that's always the challenge. It's not only for Micron, so many industries. So that's why I always say the priority is for the local, right? You can give a shot, right?
Okay, hopefully it answer your query. Okay, any questions? We still have time. Is there any question from Facebook?
Looks like we covered all.
Yeah. So
Okay.
now I only have
Still in the
I
debate of who's the winner.
actually most of the winner already here, but only we have two to award not here. So I just
Oh,
waiting for these two award.
okay, okay. It's okay. I can take one and go.
Please, is there any question from the audience? We still have
Yeah,
time.
please
Please,
ask
please asking
ask
anything,
something different, huh?
something different. Yeah.
But good questions, yeah.
Okay, any other question from YouTube viewers? This is a time for you to ask anything related to industry,
Except personal question lah.
except personal question. Yeah. The question from Haikal: do you like reading? This is personal, maybe. Do
Oh,
you
okay.
like reading?
This one. Yeah, I like reading. So I always tell my children as well, and many of the people that I coach or mentor, reading is like reading a book is like you are getting an experience of another person that have gone through personally for 10 years or 20 years. You are reading that in 10 days or 20 days, right? So just imagine that how much knowledge you can get from one person's perspective that you can have, right? So always I will encourage reading, right? It can be leadership books, it can be anything, right? You want to read, keep that, otherwise you'll be obsolete. Okay.
All right. Another question for Omar: how much is Micron revenue?
Oh yeah. So I did share in, I'm not sure just now when I was sharing the slide, the past 12 months revenue is 27.7 billion.
Wow, quite a lot.
Yeah. So we are called. So just to give a background of how do you all think 27.7 billion is huge. Huh? It's a huge. Few companies. If you look at like public bank is probably close to 1 billion like that. So if you look at 27, so you can see how big is the scale, right? And we are growing, right? Hmm.
All right. I would like to know. Do Micron have the R&D departments? I
Okay,
mean,
so Micron R&D wing, we call it R&D wing. We are R&D wing is the test solution. Test solution is because we are part of the R&D wing as well, right? And also the product engineering group. We call product engineering and the test solution. So this is considered R&D wing. The rest are very much operational in terms of manufacturing, right? Um, that's when you say pure R&D per se, because we are still consider R&D wing as a part of support function. A pure R&D is definitely highly located in US, right? That's more looking at the next generation technology and all that. That is pure R&D kind of things. But we also call as R&D wing because whenever new products, new technology comes, we call NPI phase. That we will look at how we want to fit into production, right? That's also we call as part of R&D function.
okay. Do Micron hire the master level students?
Yes. We do hire. We do
Hmm.
hire master level. Even PhD we do hire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we do hire master level PhD. Um, the benefits all I don't know. So need to check with the HR. So, but of course there's a differentiation is being given based on whether you are a degree or masters or postgraduate. Yeah.
Right. We have one question from Shiva from Facebook. Do Micron Batu Kawan manufacture test memory?
Manufacture test memory.
in Batu Kawan? Micro Batu Kawan.
Yeah, we do manufacture, but I'm not sure what's the question of test memory. As a memory, yes, we do manufacture as a component level, right? This goes for Boar and Batu Kawan, right? We do assembly and test. We call it as assembly and test.
Okay. Yeah, a few
Wow.
questions
What
from
is the best
YouTube.
achievement so far by Micron Malaysia? I can read from here. The best achievement, in my view, is definitely the growth we are seeing in Malaysia, right? I think Batu Kawan was a big, considered, if not mistaken, we are considered one of the largest company in Batu Kawan, right? I think the best achievement is like within a short period of span, 3 years, I think we have grown to almost 3 to 4 thousand people, and it's going to grow some more. So that's a many best achievement we have achieved. I think in terms of manufacturing, I can see that the SSD manufacturing was done very successfully when it was put up front in Penang. Um, um, I think in terms of other factors, I don't see much of a challenge. I think even with pandemic, what is doing COVID-19, the way the operation was run, the revenue was brought up from Micron Malaysia. With the hiring that we are growing, we were growing exponential, right? So we have a lot of challenge on hiring because we are pinching technically the resources across a lot of other companies within Penang, right? With all that challenges we have, I think Micron Malaysia is still keeping up to the game. So that's a big achievement, I would say.
All right. We have a few questions from YouTube. Uh, let's see. From Muhammad Afiq Azizi, can you give some underrated tips of managing time when handling so many projects?
Okay, how you manage, technically the person is asking how you manage time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always remind me of timetable. Like there's a lot of great women leaders also. I think this question was always asked as a women leader, how they manage family and work, right? Similarly, I think it's going back to the timetable, right? uh, I would say that we have to strictly follow the timetable. So many people say, hey, I have so many projects, I don't have time for family, I don't have time for exercise and all that. But how you make the time and you segregate the time, right? And also, Micron is very much into effective meetings, right? We don't want meeting to drag. We don't want multiple meetings being called for the same topics. I think we are really driving towards effective meetings, and in that way, and also with all the tools that we have, not only emails, we have chats, quick answer. We can always chat. We can call for a quick meeting with all the tools that are available. I think we are really working efficiently. With that, I think you can manage time, and also some level we have some flexibility, right? Because sometimes, of course, you have to work extra hours, but you can work from home, right? Today, I mean, working from home to compensate that. So those kind of flexibility allow us to manage time better. That's what I would say. So, but of course, if you want to really manage time, you have to go back to the drawing board of timetable.
All right. Another questions from Nur Saiful Aizat. Since the requirement to continue with Micron needs CGPA and anything related stuff to coding with certificate, how about a student that have knowledge on coding? Uh, Here is Seflin that have no certificate.
Certificate means maybe they don't have the electives, is it?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, okay. Yeah, so when CGPA is definitely is 3.0 and above, when I say coding and all that is very much related to my department only. there's a lot of other department looking at a lot of other engineering, right? You have a quality engineer, you have a process engineer, right? You have a lot of failure analysis engineer. So a lot of other engineering, you may not need coding. But when you don't really take a coding subject, I'm not sure, but I thought embedded programming will be one of the electives in electrical or electronics. If it is not there, if you already have some knowledge, no problem, you still can apply, because anyhow we're going to assess you whether you are good at what you are telling, right? That means you really can code. There will be assessment, right? We will assess whether how well are you coding. So there will be interview session, very technical interview in terms of coding. So we will know, even you don't have the certification or something that you mentioned, your knowledge in terms of your self-learn coding is better, good or not, we will know.
All right. I think we still have few more questions, but I'm not want to drag it for so long. If you have any inquiry, you can contact directly, or maybe email to Mr. Satya later on, because we already drag the time. We have a
Yeah,
lot
yeah, I
of
think
questions here,
oh yeah. Okay, yeah, we can
and
continue. I mean,
since the result already here, I think everybody want to know whether they
yeah,
are
let's
ready
go.
or
Yeah,
not.
let's go and announce it. I
So
think the questions we can take it offline next time.
yeah, let's
If I have a chance to come to UTM, then that will be different, right? So we can
yeah.
have a face-to-face session. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you, Mr. Satya. So
Okay.
many questions asked that you are the answers. Now is the time that we are waiting for. Okay. So first, I would like to share the screen. Yeah. Wait a minute. All right. I'm pretty nervous myself. Well, for the biggest highlight of the day, the time that we will all have been waiting for, which is the award ceremony. Uh, Basically, participants are assessed according to four tracks, which are power engineering, control and mechatronic engineering, communication engineering, and electronic and computer engineering, which is different teams. We have three different type of awards. The first award is team award, which will be announced by programs. Second is team best project award, where one winner will be announced for each programs. And third, and the most highlight today, is best of the best awards. This award will be given to a winner that holds the overall best project for this year's capstone project. Now, we shall begin with the award presentations. Firstly, the team award. The winner will receive certificate and plaque. Now, we are going to start with electronic team award. 8 awards will be given to the winner. All right, let's see who will win this. The winners are E1G01 AI-based Smart City Recycling Bin. Next, E1G06 Library Crowd Detection System. Next, E1G08 Smart Personal Medical Assistant Application. Next, we have E1G12 Smart Greenhouse. Next winner, E1G13 Smart Car Parking System. Then E2G08 Smart Attendance System with Temperature Detections. Then we have E2G11 Mushroom Mushroom House Monitor and Control System with IoT. And then we have E2G13 Shop SOP COVID-19 Monitoring System. Congratulations to all winners. Next, we have the award for Electrical Power Team Awards. 8 awards will be presented in these sections. And the winner are P1G01 Solar Portable Mini Air Cooler. Next, we have P1G03 Mini Hydro UTM Lake. Next, we have P1G08 Equipment Tracking System. Next, we have P1G09 Smart Solar Portable Mini Fridge. Next winner, we have P1G11 Solar Rain Hybrid Harvesting System. Next, we have P1G13 Automated Smart Locker Security System. Next winner, we have P2G02 My Switch. And next we have P2G04 Directional Control for Solar Panel Edu Kit. Congratulations to our winner. Next, we are going to continue with Communication Team Awards. In these sections, 8 awards will be presented to the winner. Now, the winner are C1G03 Smart Traffic Light Detection System. Next, we have C1G05 Smart Parking Apps. The next winner is C1G06 Smart Hospital Manager. Next winner, we have C1G09 Smart Lecture Time Scheduling Systems. The next winner, we have C1G11 Air Quality Monitoring System with Face Mask Detections. Another winner, where we have C2G05 Precision Farming using IoT. The next winner is C2G09 Drowning Detection Bracelet. Next winner, C2G14, sign me up. Congratulations to all winners. Lastly, we go to the Mechatronics Team Awards. In these sections, 9 awards will be presented to the winner. The winner are M1G08 Smart Cocoon for Waste System. Next winner, M1G09 Teleconferencing Robotic System, TCRS. Next winner, M1G11 Smart Aquaculture Systems. The next winner, we have M2G05 Smart Gardening System. Next winner, M2G07 Smart Surf. Next winner, we have M2G09 Rainwater Tank Monitoring Systems. Next winner, we have M2G11 Smart Vending Machines. Next winner, M2G12 Smart Vending Machine. Alright, congratulations to all winners for the team awards. And now, we shall proceed with Team Best Project Awards. The winner for Team Best Project Award will receive certificate and plaque. To announce the winner, I would like to invite the Program Chair of EECS 2021, Associate Professor Engineer Dr. Muhammad Nazir bin Marsono, to announce the winner.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Osman. So for Electronics and Computer Engineering Best Project Award goes to IoT-based Smart Farm Monitoring and Management System for Durian Plantations, E2G05, supervised by TS Dr. Zara binti Johari. Congratulations. Okay, next for the Electrical Power Best Project Award goes to Group P1G07 Wi-Fi Controllable Crane with Robotic Arm Educational Kit, supervised by Dr. Muhammad Fadli Rahmat. Congratulations. Okay, and for the Communication Best Project Awards goes to Group C1G04 Hands-Off Detection Systems, okay, supervised by IR Dr. Mukhtar Harun. And the last one for the Mechatronics Best Project Award goes to Group M2G13 Step It, supervised by Dr. Muhammad Arifanan bin Muhammad Basri. Congratulations to all teams.
Alright. Now, we arrive at our main award, which is Best of the Best Project Award, or the overall winner. The winner will receive certificate and plaque and 1,000 ringgit cash per team members.
100.
Yeah, 100. With great honors, I would like to invite the representative of our diamond sponsor, Mr. Satya Supia, Director of Test Solution Engineering, Micron Memory Malaysia Sdn Bhd, to announce the winner.
Thank you, Dr. Osman. Okay. We are waiting for the big moment. Okay, Best of the Best award goes to Team M2G03 Smart Go Shopping Cart, led by Dr. Anita Binti Ahmad. And congratulations, team. Really happy to see this.
All right, so congratulations to all of the award winners. For your information, the prize for the award will be handed to your supervisors. Therefore, you can discuss with your supervisor later on to claim the prize. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and with that, we have reached the end of our program for today. I would like to thank you all for your time and support throughout these programs. Despite our obstacles and challenge in conducting these programs, it is your participations and supports that made this program a success. With that, I hope all of you have a nice day. Thank you very much. See you again.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Okay, thanks, Mr. Sati. So hopefully we can talk
Thank you.
later. Yeah. Bye.
Sure. Okay, bye.